right. Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Salute to the sincere Akim out there of the hopeful elect. All right. Yeah, man, we in the time of prophecy. It is November 1st.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, the date we was basically all anticipating. A lot of you brothers out there was anticipating seeing what was going to go on.
Our temptation.
Yeah, right? Or the beginning parts of Jacob's trouble. All right? See if these people going to lose it once they go to swipe that EBT card, and they find out that it ain't get reinstated.
Yeah, getting reinstated, yeah.
All right? So, nonetheless, we in the times of prophecy, man. Things going to kick off, the time of Jacob's trouble. A lot of chaos going to take place in the near future in this world, man. It's right around the corner. Trump, Nero 2.0, shaking things up in America, man. And that's all through the spirit. Even though he's working with Satan, but even Satan works for the Most High at the end of the day, And it's all for what? For the Most High to be glorified through his son and through the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay? So, Brother Shemaiah Wan got a scripture you're going to start it off, set it off with.
This is 2nd Ezra 15:1.
Yep.
Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Yeah, so we supposed to be out there prophesying, man. If you consider yourself to be a man of the Lord or a servant of Yahweh Yahushua, the main thing you're supposed to be doing is prophesying. Not doing debates. Jumping on every fucking platform you could jump on to debate somebody, because that's all vanity at the end of the day, showing the world how good a speaker you are and how witty you are when it comes to, speaking against your opponent. What the hell does that benefit our people, man?
Right.
But prophesying unto our people benefits them because it gives them a warning about the dangers to come or what to look forward to, man, in the future. Okay? So the Lord, he would rather us go out there and prophesy unto his people. Go ahead.
Salah.
Right where you left off at.
Sorry. This is second.
Second Ezra 15.
I got you. 2nd Ezra 15:1.
Yep.
I got something after whenever.
Kind.
Behold, speak, 2nd Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Yeah, so the Lord gave us the gift of prophesying. Okay? He's the one who put it in our mouth to go out there and prophesy, meaning what? Give us the proper understanding of the breakdowns of the Holy Bible. The Tanakh. All right? To understand the Lord's statutes and commandments, and and to have knowledge of the history, and also to prophesy. Okay, the book of the prophets. Because when the Lord gave the prophets the vision, at the time the prophets didn't really understand the things that they were seeing.
Right.
In those visions. Okay, but it ain't until now, right, which is the time of the end of the so-called white man's world. All right, and right before our Lord returns, that we can understand the vision that the prophets have saw. Okay, read on.
Okay.
You had something else?
Yeah.
Bring it up.
This is Revelation 19:10.
Yep.
And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
Spirit of prophecy. All right, so if you claim to be a man of the Lord, you're going to go out there and prophesy. If the Lord is dealing with you, he's going to put the spirit on you to go out there and prophesy. All right? Because that's the times we're living in. We're living in the times of prophecy. Okay? You can see we at the tail end of the so-called white man's rulership on earth. All right? He got all his AI. He got all these fucking weapons of mass destruction. Okay? He got all his legislation passed to make our people suffer, to put our people through all hell. All right? And now he's deploying all of the soldiers to do the fucking the handiwork to oppress our people, man. You know, you got them ICE agents, Homeland Security, you got Border Patrol, okay, different law enforcement agencies out there that's set up to oppress our people, man. And you know, like we were saying, man, we were just talking about before we started filming this video, and me and the other brother Amwan Gabar was talking at camp about how most of these ICE agents, man, that you see on social media, you know, locking Jake up, right? They mainly targeted the Northern Kingdom, but the whole nation of Israel ain't exempt, okay? And we seeing them pulling Jake out of cars and shit, detaining them, okay, or for racial profiling them, all right? In the way these guys do it, you can tell that they're not really trained law enforcement, man.
Yeah.
You know, they just some random fucking white nationals that they find out there in the fucking hood and just slap an ICE uniform on them and tell them to put this fucking mask on to disclose their identity.
Yeah.
And go out there and hunt Jake.
Yeah, because I remember there was one state that said it was going to do that. They was going to just deputize people.
Hunt.
And just have them go out there and round up, you know, the Northern Kingdom.
Right.
You know, and they're targeting the Southern Kingdom, which is your so-called African American men and women. They're targeting you also, and you have to prove that you're an American citizen. But also, they're targeting Haitians. They didn't send some Haitians back. They did send some Jamaicans back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
That's the Southern Kingdom.
Yeah, that's the Southern Kingdom.
The Negro tribes.
But the head tribe, oh yeah, you best believe they're gonna be dragging you out the car, and you got to look. See, I'm American. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
And it's gonna take a while because just like how they used to have us, remember, show you. Let me see your ID.
Yeah.
Because we not raw, even though we got birth certificates, a lot of our birth certificates worn out, and we will keep it on us. So they could play that game and have us detained for weeks to play a game. You know what I mean? Even the one that I got on me has a typo. I have my original one that don't got the typo.
Right.
But still, I don't mean to keep blabbering, brothers. I got something. This is Proverbs 22 and 28. Remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set.
Okay, break it down.
Yeah, Con. That's what the so-called white man did. He took our nationality, our identity, and then he took our homelands. Look. This was New Canaan, America. The land of Israel was our land, and he took it away from us. The scriptures say, remove not the ancient landmark. And he's did that. He's taken our identity and our lands.
Well, look at Israel. Okay, that's all occupied by Edomites right now, man.
Yeah.
For the most part, you got other few heathens sprinkled here and there.
You got the Arabs in there.
The Arabs is in there, right? You got the Falasha Jews in there, Hamites.
Yeah, you got the Ethiopians up in there.
Right, Ethiopians.
Yep.
Okay. So you got so the so-called white man, he removed the ancient landmarks. You know, Israel is occupied land.
Yeah.
It's occupied by heathens, man.
Yeah.
And the scriptures tell you that was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know.
And he removing the tribes out of Babylon the Great, which is America. He's removing the tribes from them when this is their land anyway. And could I go up a verse to make a point? This is Proverbs 22 and 27. If thou hast nothing to pay, why shouldst he take away thy bed from under thee? Like, yo, there's a story of a Jake. He owed $5,000 in a water bill, and they took his $1 million home away from him. If thou hast nothing to pay, why should he take away thy bed from under thee? He'll take your home away, throw you on the street.
Nope, foreclose on them houses.
A regular person that's been working his whole life, it'll be tossed out. But that so-called white man, he has no mercy.
Yep.
All right?
Remember the housing bubble, right?
Yeah.
A lot of Jakes, A lot of Jakes moving back down to the south, buying houses for cheap out there,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know? And then they get them houses and couldn't fucking pay the mortgage and wound up having to foreclose on them houses,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, the houses. Yup.
So a lot of them got caught up in that trap,
Yeah.
you know?
Adjustable rates.
Yeah, yup,
Because it can be a low rate, but then they hike it up.
yeah,
Then you can't pay the higher mortgage, then the bank takes your house.
yup,
Mhm.
That's why Jake was getting a lot of them adjustable rates, thinking that they was gonna be good.
yup.
You know.
Yeah, that's the white man for you. He's the devil. He's been trying to tell you that. The scriptures tell you never trust thine enemy. You know. You know, if something seems too good to be true, then usually it
is.
ain't true.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, especially dealing with Esau here in America. America's Babylon.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, we're moving out the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set. All right. So yeah, that's what you did. That's what happens mainly. That's what happens to Jake. You removed our landmark, our identity, the Lord's name from us, and then our homes, man.
Mm-hmm.
All the way down to throwing us out. And now you about to take away Section 8 and housing.
Yeah.
But yet, there's a scarcity of certain jobs, and certain jobs you ain't making enough money.
Yeah, yeah. And AI is basically gonna take over all the jobs anyway.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
So and then you see what happened with Amazon. Was Amazon and UPS, those two,
Yeah.
where was how many thousands workers
Yeah, yeah.
they
They laid off.
tossed to the side, and they got machines doing the work. You know what I mean? I forgot what it was called when I was in high school. They taught me this in the 90s in high school, when I was in high school. You know what I mean? I forgot the word, what it was, but we was being taught. They were saying that this was going to happen.
Right.
And they had a name for it, and I don't remember. You know what I mean? But they had pictures showing, like, how technology is.
Yeah, yeah.
And basically, the teachers was telling us, yo, step our game up because this is not what's going to happen. You know?
I got something for you real quick. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth.
Yeah, we supposed to remember our creator, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, in the days of our youth, where we're physically able and mentally stable to go out and do the work, while our bodies is in its strength. Remembering meaning rehearsing righteous acts and going out and doing the work while you physically able to do it.
Yep, while you're a young man.
Yeah.
It says, while the evil days come not.
Bad time before the bad times come. Before the bad times come, you remembering the Lord and you doing before anything happened. Go ahead.
Nor the years draw nigh
Uh-huh.
when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Have no pleasure, meaning you too old to do the work. You don't have the endurance. All right, your body won't allow it. You gotta get your time in. You gotta get your time in. All right, until you're relieved of that duty.
Mm-hmm. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened.
Meaning no knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and also that time of destruction, mushroom clouds, thermonuclear destruction, and also when the Lord returns with them on them chariots, which the world calls spaceships. But it's not going to be any knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, because before that, it's going to be a famine of the word.
Yeah, because right now, the sun, the moon, and the stars is out there through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Yahushua is that light that came into the world. All right? So the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is still out there. That's why we still out there teaching. We still hit the highways and the byways. We just came from the camp. And then you got brothers that still uploading videos, man.
Yeah.
So these lessons are being uploaded as we speak.
Yeah. If we up here doing the work, another brother on a different side of the world is doing the work. Then you got other brothers that's uploading brothers' videos. It's viral.
Right. Yeah, man. We like the scriptures tell you that our weapons of warfare is not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, pulling down the strongholds. meaning the lies. We exposing all the lies of Satan, man.
Yep.
You know, the lies of the philosophies of the so-called white man and these heathen nations got a strong hold on Jake, on our people, man. That's why our people are worshiping idols, man. You know?
Mhm.
And that's why they delving into all these different philosophies, going into these institutions of higher learning and uplifted with pride, thinking that they on some type of level. You know, you got a lot of our people that's into Freemasonry, man. They think being a part of some secret society where you got to sell your soul to Satan is going to actually deliver you or keep you stable or maintain some type of level of success in this society, man. You know, this deep esoteric knowledge that the world doesn't have, but it only pertains to this secret society that you belong to. You know. But we destroyed all of those lies through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and the so-called white man is now losing control of the narrative. You know? Why? Because the truth is coming out on the internet. Okay? So now people are starting to question things that they learned since they were young.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Shah, hold on, I got a scripture.
Oh, okay. You come.
Yup.
It's a lot.
No, you're good. Oh, you finished?
I mean, it's still a little bit more.
No, go ahead.
It's still a little bit more.
Yeah, go ahead. Go on.
It says, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. All right?
Yeah, and the grinding shall cease.
Yep.
I mean, these jobs, man.
Yep.
Now all them black women that was all proud about having a government job.
Mm-hmm.
Now, government shut down for damn near a whole month now.
Right.
They ain't getting paid, you know? So the grinding is ceasing, man. And now the AI is gonna take over all the fast food joints, all the Amazon warehouses,
Yeah.
you know? Where they don't actually need physical human labor, you
Yep.
know? So the grinding is gonna cease, man, you know? Gone.
Yeah, big layoffs, man.
Yeah, well, look at Amazon. Look at, I think that's that is it Beatrice? Is it Cadbury? It's one of them corporations down there. I think in Sweden or something. They laid off like 20,000 something damn workers
Yeah.
around the world. You know what I'm saying? So these nations, and they're saying it's to cut costs, but that's not what it is.
Right.
You know, what it is that they're gonna do the digital ID.
Con.
You know, they want to have the